Hello, hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm Shimrai, and we have got week number 2 of BPL. Now, if you haven't seen week 1's video, don't worry. I won't spoil it in this opening few seconds. You have a few seconds to click off it and go find it and watch it all the way to the end with our blocker off and all that jazz. But yeah, 3, 2, 1, bam. Okay, so that was your warning to leave. You gone? Good. We won week 1. And it was a really good game, but we won 4-0, and now we have week 2. So very simply, week 2, as you can see here from this lovely little prep doc by a lovely lad called Shivsy, we have got a game against a really interesting team. So it's got a main kind of offensive wall-breaking duo of Thunderous and Urshifu Rapid to break, also potentially sweep with SD and Nasty Plot. Mew is annoying as hell with Terror, obviously. And then you've got some Trick Room stuff with P2, Megamore, Delmise, which is all really cool. Rabombi's there for some webs threat, but I don't think it'll actually come, because my team doesn't really care that much about webs, to be honest. And we got Gastrodon too, as well, to cover some defensive utility to be the mandatory ground. For this game, I'm going to do a really quick team run over because I don't want to take too long. We're bringing Ogapon, Ivy Cudgel, Wood Hammer, Throat. I'm still going back and forth. I'm going to go Power Whip. I don't think Gastro is going to ever really stay on me anyway, and Gastro doesn't threaten me too hard. Ivy Cudgel, Power Whip, Throat Chop, Encore. Encore is for Mew to Encore it into something he doesn't want to do. And Throat Chop is for Delmise. Very simple, hits everything, really good. False Outrage, Hydreigon. This thing, I don't really know what item I want. I've got Lum at the moment because I think I may get T-Wave by Porygon or Burn switching into Gastro. It could be anything. So, yeah, I'm going to switch it to Expert Belt. Not Expert, Leftovers. Leftovers, bit of longevity. Could be good. Although I do like the item mystery of Lum. We'll see what I decide. I'll let you know in the battle. Then we've got Mega Kang because my opponent doesn't really have anything that loves running Helmet beyond Quillfish, and that I can Earthquake for tons of damage. What is very cool about Kangaskhan, which I can show you here, is that with Earthquake, which in doubles it doesn't get the Parental Bond boost, but in singles it does an absolute shit ton to Megamore Wall. And you may be like, oh, you didn't be intimidated, but if they're both in the lead slot, we have Scrappy. So we will not be intimidated, and we cannot be KO'd back, so it's generally a decent trade for me. Taking Morwell out of the game in exchange for basically losing Kang is not too bad. And we also have a really nice, strong fake out for Thundy. Other than that, sorry I'm flicking between tabs so much. I need to make sure I'm looking at the right things. We have got next Screamtail. This is our Urshifu check. I nearly ran Calm Mind on this thing because Calm Mind, Dazzling Gleam, Flamethrower hits everything, and then with Sub I can set up on P2. The reason why I'm not is because I need something to check Urshifu, and nothing else does remotely. Even this doesn't that great, but it does better than everything else. And then Heatran, we are going with a Sub-Taunt Tran. With this set, we can see Heatran. I'm just going to quickly show you a calc or two. That's 144. We are taking a Thunderbolt, I think even from Analytic. Not quite always from Analytic, but most of the time from Analytic P2. That's not true. That was a lie. What is the number? I remember the special attack number at a purpose. I think it was for Gastrodon. I'm pretty sure it's for Hidden Power, Grass, Gastro. Where's my EVs? 172 Modest. Modest. Yeah, so it's to basically always 2 KOs but after Gastrodon. If you take any out, it doesn't really affect it. Okay. Maybe I can do something different then. We love changing things in real time. What about 168 into P2? How does that affect things with Analytic? Still not great, but it's better. There's a good chance they're Trace anyway, and that is why I'm Flame Body Tran, because I do not want to have my Flash Fire Trace. Seismitoad is Scald, Earth Power, Knockoff, Stealth Rock. It's just pretty typical utility stuff. It is going to try and handle... God, what's it called? A Shifu as a backup thing. It's going to switch into Mawile once, but this team generally is going to try and restrict Mawile coming in as much as it can. I don't really have a Thundy check. I haven't got a real reason for that, other than just maybe I can run Scarf. I could run Scarf. I don't know. Actually, what I could do is I could be really cheeky and run Cussed Up Endure to help with a Runaway Thunderous, because we are Prankster immune and Draco's doing an absolute ton. So as long as I get some damage on it as it sets up, I'll be fine. Or it'll put it in Kang Revengeful range. So that could be good. Cool. Righto. That's that. I'm gonna cut back to you when I'm in the battle. See you in a bit. Righto, here we are, the challenge, and let's have a little accept. Righto. Let me quickly share this live link on the Discord. Hopefully I've fixed the music for you guys. I'm aware that was terrible last time, so with a bit of luck that'll be a lot better now. Cool. Right, what did they bring? Terra Fighting Mew, which is interesting. And was that the only Terra they had? Quillfish, which is Terra Dark. Very interesting indeed. What did they leave behind? Tundi's there. No Mawile. That's fantastic. That's so good. Okay, Mawile's terrifying. Mawile's very scary. I was genuinely going to lead. I was going to tailor my lead to not let Mawile set up on me. But now I'm thinking differently. And now I'm thinking about why that Quillfish is here. I'm thinking I could lead Tran. I think I'll lead Tran. Because I can taunt a Quillfish. Actually, how fast is Quillfish? Because I'm quite fast, but I'm not Quillfish fast. I mean, if it's slow Quillfish, I'm faster than that. But I'm not quite ridiculously fast. I could match its hazards, but I don't really want to do that. I don't want to let it get T-spikes. So if you have Thundy lead into Tran, which is a bit scary. Specs will kill me. But I don't think they're going to try that straight away. I'm just going to Lava Plume. It's dead safe. I'm not too worried about that. There's nothing that can come into Lava Plume that loves it, that can take a burn. And equally, there's nothing that I can go to that's sort of loving taking this hit. If it's Specs Thundy, then that's going to be able to kill Tran. Anything less, it needs like a max roll life. So I'm just going to Lava Plume. With a bit of luck, we see a switch to like Quillfish possibly. Assuming I'm faster than it. Or we see a focus. Oh, it goes to the side. That's really unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. Holy shit. Right. That's very interesting that they stayed in and risked that. I think I can go to Screamtail now. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I can go Seismic, because if this thing is not Specs, I don't see why it would stay in. So it makes me feel like it's Specs. And if it's Specs, I just go Screamtail. Really? But any chip at all puts me in potential Number focus will do that, yeah. Am I still recording? I am. Okay, cool. I really want to sub. But the thing is, Focus Blast will just drop me. That is the problem. I'm going to go to Screamtail. I feel like P2 comes in. But I don't know what I can do from that. They do Focus Blast again. They do 8% to Screamtail. So that is not Specs. It did 8.0, so that is... Well, we know it's not Life Orb from no recoil, but it's definitely no Life Orb. I really want to double the Toad. Because I feel like this... I could double back to Tran, actually. I really like the double back to Tran. Because what comes in on Screamtail, it's Quillfish to try and get hazards. It's P2 because they're passive, I guess. Or I don't know. I feel like I really like the double back to Tran. I think that works well for me. It is good to see that this thing is not. Okay. A U-turn. Interesting. That's a Shifu coming in now, which is a bit worrisome. They just straight up were fine with me potentially being max speed, which is crazy. But yeah, they don't know they know my spread kind of. They know I'm I've got offensive EVs, but yeah, they don't know much more than that. I think a Shifu would be really ballsy of them at this point, but I could see them doing it. I just want to make sure that I'm not throwing everything away in the face of the Shifu. Because a Shifu is terrifying, but it's not the be-all and end-all at the moment. So I have just got to be careful of that. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't consider U-turn. I low-key just forgot it. That makes me think U-turn over Volt Switch is generally a support thunder move. And if it were me, and I had Grass Knot, I would run Volt Switch. Personally, into my roster. Because you handle my ground type. You know, like my ground is Seismitoad. So. Dude, they didn't even... Oh, dude, I could have brought Regieleki to such good effect. That's a shame. Okay. Here's the thing though, if they do go Shifu, I go Screamtail. If they go... what's it called? Quillfish, I Taunt. They go a Shifu, which is annoying, but whatever. I just go Screamtail. They are almost certain... Well, they could CC. If they want to catch Toad. They do CC. 12%. No helmet. Okay. Shifu. Rapid. Into Screamtail. Close combat. It's not CB. 12.0. Oh wait, no, yeah, it's protective pads. It's adamant pads. Okay. That is really good to know. So if it's adamant, what outspeeds it then? Everything. Well, pre-Mega Kang. But that doesn't change much in terms of the speed of everything. I'm pretty comfortable just throwing up a Wish at this point. I mean, if I want to be a right dick, I could double back to Tran again. Because they'll see that I'm defensive. So it's meant to take this on. They cannot stay in on me, so they're not U-turning. I'm doubling back to Tran again. If they go P2, awesome. Now I would like a substitute. On the Hidden Power ground, I'm guessing. That's very interesting. They went for that fast. Very interesting. Would a hidden power like fighting break the sub? I have a feeling it might. Hidden power fighting. Okay. Oh, that's a +1. Why is it a +1? Oh, download. It's not got that. Analytic. It does break the sub, but it's probably HP ground. How much is Seismitoad taking from? That's not much. I'm gonna go Toad, and I'm gonna knock off whatever wants to come in. I mean, I don't have to. I could get my rocks. But I feel like Delmise comes in, and if I knock this thing off, it's fantastic. If I knock off anything, it's so good. So I'm not too worried about that. Thundy gets knocked, this thing's probably dead, right? Yep, cool. Boot's gone, and it's gone. Fantastic. No more Thundy. Toad is... Oh wait, no, who gets the burn? Heatran, because it burned it. So Heatran gets the KO. Nice little knockoff on the Thundy for that one. The P2... I wonder if it did 19.5 to Seismitoad. Okay, it's got no investment. That HP ground. I mean, that will be the same as Hidden Power fighting, but just in case you were curious. Hidden Power ground doing 19.5%. It is right in the middle of that range for no investment. And if it had Trace or Download, we'd have seen it. Here's Mew, which, as we saw before, is Terra Fighting, which is generally a hallmark of CC sets. Of DD sets. So it'd be, if we look at my roster, they've seen a fighting weakness, and they think they can go CC, not sure what the other move would be. I mean, it could be Leaf Blade. It could be Leaf Blade. How much is Hydreigon doing to Terra? Come on, man. Terra Fighting Offensive Mew. 60%. Nope, wrong way around. And how much is Seismitoad doing? Okay, so Leaf Blade. It's doing a good amount. I don't know its item. It's not KOing me. If they want to Leaf Blade, I'm kind of okay with that. I'm gonna knock it off. DD. Okay, Lumberry. I'm now gonna Earth Power and just go for damage. I'm not too worried about this thing because its fighting stab is gonna be CC. CC, okay, it does a good amount. A second CC. Let's have a look. Close combat. This is the thing with Mew, like, it's strong, but its power issues are so present. I mean, I may not have to reveal the Hydreigon set. I mean, because Fake Out Kang may be enough to revenge it. 37.2. Okay, it's not quite. I could go Screamtail and force a round of Helmet. But the problem is with that, what do I do about... Well, I mean, see, the thing is, yeah, that's... Oh, yeah, no, I want that. That's better. They don't know I'm Helmet. They might guess, but they don't know it. And if they're like Iron Head or something into Screamtail, that's still not coming close to KOing. If they're Poltergeist... Yeah, still not KOing. It will after another DD, granted. ACC again. Take some Helmet. And now I'm gonna Wish. Okay, they Poltergeist. That is okay. But at this point, At -2, Kang's fake out is KOing. So I just Psychic, in case they try to overpredict and DD again. Because this way it lets me preserve the cust up on Hydreigon, and it lets me... This is the best possible outcome, and if I protect and they DD again, that is... It's essentially... It's the same outcome. So there is no reason for me to risk this. So basically what I'm trying to say is Screamtail dies either way if they click Poltergeist here. But if they want to predict me in DD again, then on a protect, then I will KO them with Psychic. They just CC. Okay, that's fine. Let's go Kang. In fact, do we not Mega? I don't think I do. How is Fake Out barely doing any extra damage? What? Oh, this one does not have Parental Bomb for some reason. Damn, okay. So I was fine way lower. Okay, I'm just gonna Fake Out. I'm not gonna Mega just yet, because this way I can hit Delmise, and I can see what its set is. And that's good. So this Mew is handled. It's not going to be able to get away with anything else. The Urshifu remains a huge problem, but I do have a huge double edge on this thing, which is really nice. So I can chunk it massively if it wants to come in. Cool. I just Fake it out instead. Awesome. Cool. What comes in now? They're definitely just spamming CC now, though, with Urshifu. They have absolutely no reason not to. Which is a little bit annoying, but it's... It could be worse. Well, no, it couldn't be. Insofar as CC spam is concerned. I would have done well to preserve Screamtail. But it's fine. I'm feeling pretty fine about the Urshifu at the minute because of the Custap Hydreigon. I just have to try and, you know, get use out of it while, like, without burning it into PT or something. How long have I got left in this clip? I only have so long per clip because of, who has rocks in this team? Oh, it's Toad. Okay. Well, the way I see it, they've not got that many options here. And the options they have, I don't love if it were me. So, like, they can go Delmise, and they can try and scrap it out with Kang, which will go okay. We can go Quillfish and get one hazard up in there, but they will let Heatran in, which can fire off lava plumes again. Although, is that threatening? Maybe. I mean, if it burns P2, it's annoying. For sure. Here's the Urshifu, which is going to CC. Does Urshifu, and this may be a stupid question, KO with CC on Kang? It does, okay. Then I sack what's least useful to me, which at this point might be Toad, but I do really, really want rocks. So that's hard to go for. I think I need Kang, because Kang actually outspeeds his bloody thing. It might be Heatran. And then I get Ogerpon in, and I threaten to Power Whip the shit out of it in return. Why does that do so little? What? That does nothing. Oh, this is a sheaf. That's why. Right. Yeah, I think I just go Heatran. And let it hit me and KO me. At which point I go Ogerpon, which Ogerpon does not drop to this thing. CC. I could be aggressive and Throat Chop, but I think I'd rather Ivy Cudgel for the Quillfish. You know. Which will take it pretty well, but it'll let me go and get some rocks up. Big. So I'm gonna... They've still not made the move, goddamn. How much does Seismitoad take from this? Seismitoad from Shifu Rapid. God, I can't type. Protected Bat. About half. So one more round of leftovers and I take a hit, which could be big. So yeah, I'm sacking Heatran. I think that's the play. It did well. It killed the Thundy. So I'm not too upset about that. I think what I've got to handle at this moment is this fucking thing. So there's the CC. That drops. At this point, see, at this point, I could go back to Kang, which parental bond, because against -1 defense, it is gonna drop it. I don't know if I want to pull that. I don't know if I want to pull that trigger yet. Okay, I'm gonna go Ogerpon. On this thing, and I very clearly force it out because we've established they're not Scarf, and even if they were, it wouldn't care me. And then I think I doubled the Hydra. On the, well, either Quillfish or Delmise. I'm not sure which it'll be yet. Delmise has the better defensive typing, but Quillfish has, you know, Intimidate and all that sort of thing. Although, it's probably Delmise. But how does Delmise take Throat Chop from, what are you called? Ogerpon. Well, not bad. Okay, I'm going to double to Hydreigon, I think. Well, is that a lose move? Because, I mean, like, here's the thing. If they stay in and get Power Whipped, they've lost. Because they cannot take on everything else with what they have left. They can't take on Hydra. They can't take on Kang. Even Toad gives them massive problems. They can't take on this. So they need to switch. They have to switch, right? And because if I Ivy Cudgel into Delmise, then what happens? I go Hydra. Well, the thing is I'm worried about is getting T-spiked on by Quillfish. That's what I'm really worried about. That is my big concern. I mean, how much is Ogerpon doing? That does nothing, dude. That does absolutely nothing. I mean, with Terror, it's a ton. I mean, they've got to go Delmise, don't they? I feel like they've got to go Delmise. Okay, I'm going Hydra. So they go Delmise, which is very good. Unfortunately, I never got to see the P2 spread. But I mean, okay, so Hydreigon. Do I threaten this thing with a Dark Pulse KO? Let's establish that. Not exactly, but I could. They can't afford to let this thing get too low. So Kang into Porygon 2 with Parental Bond, please. I'm doing like a third, which is not really enough, so I'd probably go Toad. Threaten to knock something off. That's pretty good. If they stay in, I don't know exactly what I do. I think I might go to Toad and get rocks. Because they probably got Jarable. So yeah, I'm gonna U-turn. I think that's a play. Because Hydra's not doing a thing to this with Flamethrower. Draco chunks it decently, but I don't want to let it in totally for free. Although Draco's not a bad move in general, because I do force the P2 into recovering. I do a ton to Delmise, and a -2 Draco still probably KOs it. How much is Gyroball doing? Like, proper Gyroball. Potentially a lot. Draco. I think we're at a point where they might start over predicting because I've made a few doubles, and they're going to be like, "Oh, what if they doubled a Seismitoad or something?" I don't know. I think this is the best play all around anyway. It's the one that doesn't cost me the game if I fuck it up. They go to Quillfish, which takes an absolute ton from Draco. That's fantastic. That's barely even... What the hell is this? 83%? That's an absolute ton. That's like no bulk. In that case, a Flamethrower will KO it. So I do that. I reveal I'm not choiced. Quillfish is gone, which means no T-Spikes, which is unbelievably good. Here's Urshifu. Which comes in, claims a KO. Do I... The Draco still does so much. But I need to keep this thing alive. I absolutely do. Right. The question is the Delmise. But I think what I do on this is I will U-turn out. Will U-turn plus Draco kill this? If it is 6.7, that leaves them at 94%, we'll call it. Then that's an odds-on chance of KO. So it's just in case they Trailblaze, you know. Okay. Sack the Toad. We do Trailblaze. I thought you might. You thought you were crafty. You are not as crafty as you think, Mr. Rage. For I am craftier. I don't care. I preserve that. They presumably think I'm Choppel, which is interesting, but they won't think that anymore. I U-turn out of this, I believe. And I think I go to Ogerpon. No, do I? No, I go to Kang. I go to Kang. And by U-turning on this, I will finally see what its bulk actually is. 14% with a crit on the Porygon 2. That is really Spadef by the looks of it. Yep, that is probably almost entirely Spadef. So Kang is doing an absolute butt ton. How much is Ogerpon doing? Yeah, also an absolute butt ton. Let's go Kang. I might take a T-Way for this, but they double edge again. Dude, they love their double edge P2. They brought this last week, which is awesome. But it is by far the strongest stab it gets, and it's, you know, special attack is not too bad. It's not downloaded, it's analytic. But that was still a max roll, basically. Oh wait, no, hang on. Yeah, it's a little bit of him. That made me jump like crazy because the recording stopped. Yeah, so this thing, I think I just mega and double edge. I think that's the plan. And I think if Delmise come, because I mean this P2 upon that's half. Dude, I would have loved fucking rocks. How much is Kang doing with crunch to this thing? Come on. Not enough. Right, I just really feel like Delmise comes in. I really feel like it does. That's the problem. I mean, if I crunch it, then it gets back up to full with recover. I don't think that's the end of the world. And I would rather crunch the Delmise. If I crunch a Shifu, then I get good damage on it and I double edge it. Yeah, I get a little bit on it and I double edge it, so... I mean, the other option is I non-mega double edge. Into Porygon 2 is doing not nothing, but not enough. I'm gonna crunch. There's the Delmise, and there's the big Mega Kang crunch. Awesome. So that was Kolba. We are of course pulling into the bond. That in total did 34%. Is that doing the right damage calc? It's not. A crunch here takes it very, very low. I don't know how much a power whip is doing. It's gonna kill me. Oh wait, that's Baby Kang. Oh, okay. So this one, Kolba doing 34. So that's not Fizz Def, that's probably offensive. So from 66%, we're looking at a probable KO. If it doesn't, Ogerpon comes in and kind of fucks things shit up. So I'm going to crunch again. And it just falls short and power up KOs. That's fine for me, I think. I think that's okay. I think that's okay. Because I go Hydra. And I mean, they could preserve this, is the thing. They shouldn't really. Do they know anything about this thing? No. Yeah, I'm just going to U-turn. They go P2. Okay. 60%. I'm gonna... I'll hit it for a lot. The thing is what they go for. Thing is, Ivy Cudgel with its high crit rate, there is a real argument for just going for it. I think there's no reason not to tear at this point. So I'm just going to do it. Let's see what happens. Oh, that crit is fucking rough. That crit is rough. Ugh. That is rough. Depending on what they went for, it may not have mattered. But, I mean, if they went for double edge... Let's see. I mean, they did a good amount. But... yeah. I'm not revealing if I'm adamant or jolly yet. Like that's I'm not playing that game. Here's the Urshifu, and I'm gonna power whip and bloody hope I connect. Okay, I do. Yeah. Sorry about that. It is jolly. That is rough. Oh god, well, I got the win in the end. It was pretty scary, if I'm honest. But a win's a win, to be quite honest. Hopefully I can get some background music that's not way too loud this time. And hopefully you're now looking at a graphic of the kill leaders now. Ooh, that's exciting. I'm fairly sure Ogopod will be top now, 5 kills, if I'm not mistaken. But maybe I am, you'll see, it's the graphic, I don't know. But yeah, I hope you had a good time with the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a lovely day, week, night, I don't know. Yeah, see you later. Bye bye.